Good morning, students. So today we're going to continue with our Cycle 2 topic of culture in Trinidad and Tobago. And I know that you've been doing your research for your ongoing project. But today we're going to look at subcultures. We're going to introduce another element to culture. So to begin today's class, I wanted you all to look at a video. Okay, so, right.
Red doors, arrival and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trinidad and Tobago, home to abundant flora, fauna, and many natural marvels. However, it is the spirit of our people that truly make our islands wonders of this world.
Sweet TNT. Come let me take you to a place where every step I take, the earth rejoices as the drums of every nation play.
Their rhythm up into the air, keep time of people everywhere, all joined together, living in harmony, singing as we talk, play, dance and dream, unveiling a great destiny, all smiling and painting this Caribbean scene.
And when you hear that sweet band playing from inside, put your hands up and declare it to the sky. I believe you and me, we are the wonders of this world. I believe it's all our we that make up the wonders of my country. Trinidad and Tobago, sing ay ay yo, sing ay ay yo, sing ay ay yo. Sing ay ay yo, sing ay ay yo, sing ay ay yo.
Trinidad and Tobago,
Born from fire, raised in glory, giants walk this
through this
land.
land,
This is their story, side by side, together, hand in hand.
paving the way for all our way, showing the world our true beauty, this vibrant and this colorful family. Singing as we talk, play, dance and love, our fathers watching from above, and blessing us, shaping this Caribbean dream.
And when you hear that sweet band calling out your name, my brothers and sisters, come now, start to own your fame. I believe you and me, we are the wonders of this world. I believe it's all how we that make up the wonders of my country.
wonders of this world.
Right. Okay, so culture in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's think. What do you think that song is trying to tell us? I will give you an opportunity to discuss this in your groups at the end of these slides. And how does these words of the song make you feel? How do you feel about being a Trinbagonian? Did you feel any sort of pride in watching that show? Well, that video, sorry. And what were you thinking while listening to this song? Did you see elements of what you think is culture? So let's play a little game. I hope you remember some stuff from your art class. So if you take two primary colors, and in this case using red and blue, and we mix them together, we should get purple. Now, this process of mixing two primary colors to form a new secondary color can be described as fusion or syncretism. And these terms are very important for this topic, so you must pay attention to the meaning of these words. Let's apply that meaning of syncretism and fusion to culture in Trinidad and Tobago. So, when we have a dominant culture, such as African tradition, and let's say Catholicism, which is also dominant that we got from the Europeans, we can create what you call a subculture, such as Shouter Baptist. Shouter Baptist is neither all African tradition, nor is it all Catholicism, but it is a new mixture of these things, or it is a product of fusion and syncretism in the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. Let's look at another example. Venezuelan musical instruments and European instruments are fused, or the process of syncretism comes together, and these elements of these two, Spanish heritage and European heritage, forms parang. So using this, what do you think happened when we had the mixture or the fusion or the syncretism of soca and chutney? What do you think would be the new subculture there? So, I meant to have asked you, what are some other examples of subcultures can you come up with? So carnival would be one. Food, a lot of different food, including doubles and so on. Soca music actually is a subculture and within Trinidad as well. And what is this mirror? You are also the product of mixing of a culture. You may have mixed in you, whether it be your ethnic background. Some of you have some African heritage in you, in addition to Indian heritage. Some of you may have African heritage mixed in with European heritage and Spanish and so on. So you are an example of that process of fusion and syncretism. We got what it is, and let's look at how does this mixing occur. Now, there are various ways that mixing can happen. We can have the sharing of culture in school. So perhaps you may have been interested in, let's say, Catholicism. Maybe you were born in a Catholic home. And through your interactions with those at school, you may be inclined to mix and so on and form a new subculture. Work causes this fusion as well, living in the same neighborhood. So all these here are elements of how we meet people and how we interact. Similarly, we have global culture that mixes with our own, regional culture and so on, and marriage. When two persons of different cultural background get married, chances are there's a lot of mixing and their children become a product of syncretism and fusion. And then, of course, conversations with others. Now, for you to adopt or appreciate or respect, you must be able to be open-minded to things that are different from you. Can you think of any other ways in which cultures can mix? Let's think. What did our song tell us about Trinidad and Tobago when we mixed? Also, when we mixed our culture colors, was anything bad or ugly created? What makes Trinidad and Tobago unique? So, did the song, like the mixing of the cultures, create something that we should be ashamed of? Something that, for example, look at this beautiful um, black actress, model, famous Naomi Campbell, in a sari. So open your mind to new ideas. That's you. You are Trinity to the bone. You are unique. When we look in the mirror, what do we see? We are unique. We are special. We are all product of different culture mixing. We are beautiful. Now look at this picture. We have two individuals here. This young lady here is saying, everything is covered but her eyes. What a cruel male-dominated culture. She's thinking that, she must be, in order to be hiding her body and feeling ashamed of herself, and just a woman must only have the eyes uncovered. She is judging this woman because she is different from who? And then this one, nothing covered but her eyes. What a cruel male-dominated culture. And then this woman, interestingly, is saying the same about this woman. They are both judging each other for being different. And sometimes, in fact, many times, when we look at each other and we see something that is different from what we believe in or what we know, we criticize and we judge and we are negative without approaching or looking at an individual or a situation open-minded. Right? So let's take away. When we do not know about someone's cultural practice, what should we do? How do we react when we meet people who are different to us within our own country? If we hear people saying negative things about someone because of how they look, their beliefs, etc., what should we do? These are things we will discuss in our groups. And finally, you cannot have a positive life and a negative mind.